Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day as per usual, and it's time for that Tuesday update here on GameStop. And as per usual, we're going to start off taking a look at our account and the chart. And overall, I actually, a lot of people were asking me for like a bullish setup. So the bullish setup was like, you have to keep pumping up higher, but I was actually putting the B wave in here from my last video, and I was actually favoring some downside. Now we were getting it, and actually, like, we had some crazy volatile earnings. GameStop looks like to be improving on that balance sheet, and we had a very nice reaction initially. We could actually take a look at the extended trading hours. You can see here, we'll get on to the 1 minute. You can see, right when the earnings came out, started surging. We went to that $31 mark, and basically from there started to dump back down. Not really doing too much right now. It's still up 3% in the after hours, but the after hours and the pre-market, that doesn't really matter. What's important is how it opens and how it closes, because that's what it's going to be marked as on the price when we're trading it. And in my opinion, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or anything. Let me get it back onto the regular hours. I think that we still have a chance of coming down to that 24.81. This was the buy area, right? So if we're looking at our account, an ABC correction should bring us down to that 24.81. Not $84. $84 will come later. 24.81 to 23.76, somewhere around here. Maybe even just like $25, right? But again, there's no guarantee that it does that, and we're still long GameStop. We're going to continue to hold our position, and if it does dips down, then we're going to add to it, and we're going to ride it back up. I think that it has a good chance of finishing up around this area. But yeah, I don't trade in after hours or pre-market unless like it hasn't really moved at all and it's like an asset that I want to get into regardless. Like the UVIX, I put it like a UVIX trade the other day to get in at $30.07, and I did that one in the after hours because it didn't move too much. But anyways, let's get back to GameStop, and that's the account here that we've been following, and so far it's respected it very nicely. And yeah, so I'm expecting one final fifth wave rally up, and this actually could extend the third wave if it erases divergence. So if you erase divergence here on the 4 hour, this could actually extend to wave 3, and we could actually go past $40-50. So things are looking good for GameStop. That balance sheet definitely is shaping up, but let's see what the traditional markets like the indexes are going to do tomorrow, because if we see big selling in the Nasdaq and the Russell, that may pressure GameStop down, and they may be playing some games tomorrow, trying to shake people out of their positions. Breaking maybe this pivot is going to scare a lot of people, and maybe even this pivot here, you're going to see a bunch of people panic sell, or at least the weekends will panic sell. That's okay, because I'm going to be buying from the weekends, and I'm going to be loading up around this area if we get to this area. If we don't, it's fine. We are already long from 29.95, or sorry, 26.95, and we're going to continue to hold for more upside. Let's take a look at our chart here for market cipher. So not much has changed. Now the weekly time frame, definitely not looking as bullish as before. We lost some momentum this week with earnings, and it's starting to roll over a little bit. You can see the momentum wave curling in, but it's not that sharp curl in. It's more like a consolidation where you're going to come down a bit and then eventually come back up. That's what this is starting to look like, especially with that red money flow coming back up. And someone mentioned in the comments last time, yes, red money flow is not good and green money flow is good. Obviously, green money flow is money flowing into the asset. So you can see when we got that big squeeze here, money started flowing back into the asset, right? So you pay attention to that weekly time frame money flow cross. Once you see it flip from red to green, that's potentially when we're gonna start to see GameStop really start to take off. Now we're not there yet, but we're getting very close. We're almost at that zero line. So maybe a couple more weeks, maybe next year is when shit starts to get crazy and people can't contain themselves, and or the shorts can't contain it anymore, and it just explodes and they've lost control. I think the shorts have already lost control. The fact that they let it go above $30 at one point and get out of this this area that we've been consolidating in between $25 to $20. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames too, though. So right now, the daily not looking that great today, especially with today's price, the last couple of days of price action. We got a red dot confirmation that we may see more downside. However, the 4-hour, still has a lot of green money flow, so there's the potential for more upside. We may shake the tree, though. Like I said, they may shake the tree, with a dump tomorrow. Kind of surprise everyone with good earnings, and then everyone that FOMO'd in the after hours, right around like $30, 31. That would be everyone panic selling their positions that they got in during the after hours. Like, oh my god. I thought we were gonna moon, and then it just dumps down 20%. I gotta get out. I'll buy back in later, and then they're selling at the exact wrong time. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Weekly time frame on wave edge. So wave edge again is giving us a pretty bearish signal at the moment, which is unfortunate. We want to see those bullish signals, like this green cross here is a bullish signal on the weekly time frame. Led to a lot of upside. Now we're getting this red cross. It doesn't mean it's not like a death sentence or anything, but it's not the greatest signal either on the weekly time frame. You can see sometimes these red crosses confirm more downtrend and more downside in a downtrend. But right now we're not in a downtrend. We're kind of in an uptrend, right? We've been making higher lows on the weekly time frame. So sometimes you need to know where you are in the trend as well. So these signals may not be as powerful, especially when you're in the opposite of the trend. So the trend is towards the upside. Let's take a look at the 4-day, 3-day. So yeah, you got that red cross here right around $30, and it's come down a little bit since then. 3-day, 2-day, daily time frame, 12-hour. 4-hour, nothing much here, nothing really crazy. I'm not seeing that too much buying from like big money or anything like that. 30 minutes, so you can see this big buy here came in, price surged after, and then we can get on the smaller time frame. So the 12 minute was actually showing a significant amount of buying coming in at $27. That's where my current entry is right now. And we're up since then $2.90, hoping for some more downside so we can accumulate some more. And again, you should hope for more downside, right? It's cheaper GameStop. You could buy more shares, right? If it was like 50, it's like, oh damn, it's $50 a share now. It's getting expensive. I could have bought 2 more if it was at 25. Now I can only buy 1 if it's at 50. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. 6-minute, 5-minute, you're seeing some buying coming in. But I do like to see more buying on those larger time frames. Larger time frame buying gives me a lot more confidence and hope. And you see with that 1 hour dip by, and then the price went kind of crazy since then. But yeah, that's my count here. That's my analysis. Again, don't need to get super angry if it's bearish analysis. Nothing goes up in a straight line. GameStop is goes up and down, right? That can't just go up forever. Maybe we'll get a big short squeeze in the end on this 5th wave. This is usually where they come, and once that happens, that's when you're making the big money, right? And I think that'll come, but maybe at a later date, once that weekly time frame can get back into that green money flow. So that's my GameStop analysis for tonight. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, which is going to be Thursday.